guys, welcome back. My name is Gabrielle and today I wanted to do a spooky look. I wanted to do a doll makeup look for Halloween, one of my Halloween looks. I'm not gonna do 30 days or 31 days of Halloween. That is not really something that I feel like would bring me joy. I think it would just stress me out more than anything, and I also don't have the budget for 31 costumes. Something like that is a lot of money, so I'm probably just gonna do 4. And yeah, I want this doll to look sad, so I want to block my eyebrows, and I'm gonna be using glue for that. I've heard that people also use spirit gum. I don't think I've ever tried that, so I don't know, but you know, glue is probably more accessible than spirit gum. So I attempted to do this, but I messed up. I messed up one eyebrow. I think this one is okay, but this one, I didn't really like it, so take 2. The way that I started this off was I coated my eyebrows going this way to coat all of the hairs. Make sure that every part of them is sticky, like every piece of hair is sticky so that it sticks onto my face. And then I start gluing it like this. And then something that I do that really helps me is I use water. This isn't Fix Plus, this is just water in the bottle, even though Fix Plus might as well be water. I don't like Fix Plus, but I either spray some of it onto my fingers and then I like go around the edges, because the glue can kind of stick onto your forehead and you don't really want that for when you put the powder on, because then the powder will just stick onto your forehead. Or I spray water onto the glue itself. This helps me a lot because when you put the glue on your eyebrows, it can create this kind of really dry, stringy texture that will show up when you put the powder on. So I like to do this to make the glue much smoother, and it does take some of the glue away or give like a thinner layer of glue, but it's so worth it to not just get like this really obvious texture when you mask it with the powder. And then you could let it dry a little bit between layers. It doesn't take too long. Just keep adding layer by layer. I do a lot to ensure that I don't have to wash it off and do it again. Just like now. After you've put a few layers of glue on, you want to kind of touch your eyebrow to see it feels almost hard and waxy, because then that's how you know the glue is really on top of your eyebrow. If you touch it and you feel hair, like textures of your hair, like pieces of your hair, then you want to keep adding the glue on. A real test is to go from here to here, like touch it from the tail of your brow to the front. If you feel like prickly hairs, then again, just keep layering the glue. But you want it to just feel like this hard texture, like all through. Sometimes when you block your eyebrows, there's like pieces that maybe there'll be like a patch here that is still showing like my natural eyebrow colors, so that means that it just wasn't blocked all the way. And you don't want that, because it's just gonna like show up and still be present when you like put your new eyebrows over it. So just make sure that it's all blocked. Alright, so now I'm gonna get ready to do just some translucent powder here. So much powder on this fucking desk. I just have it here in the cap, and then I'm gonna take it with a sponge. I like to use sponges so that I don't rub into it like I'm patting over it, because I don't want to disrupt the glue. I use a lot. Like it's pretty chaotic right now. Like my face is pretty chaotic right now. That's much better. I even like that better than this one. Shit, I'm happy. I like when it works, you know. I like when things work. Gabrielle, Razo, 2021. And I like to add a few layers of powder just to get it all in there. Alright, so this is how you want your eyebrows to look at this stage. Just like a blue-gray shade, completely covered. Your textures of your hair is not coming through at all. It's completely blocked by the glue. This is a good place to be right now in your life. I've been trying to block my brows for not sure how many years, like 3 or 4 or something, and it's still hard. So it's okay if you fuck up. Like I still fuck up, it's okay. So now you want to cancel the colors of your eyebrows completely. So you could use like an orange cream paint or like a peachy color corrector. I say orange because orange cancels out this blue color here. The main thing for this look is to just use what you have. I'm just utilizing what I have in my collection, and I don't want to make it seem like you have to use what I'm using. You certainly don't. You could honestly alter this look however you want to. You could do a totally different eye look. You could not look sad. Like you could still have different eyebrows but just like a different shape of them. You can add blood if you want to, but this is just what I'm doing. So I'm going to use Benefit Boing. This is Benefit Boing in a pot, and I don't even think this exists anymore. I think you could only get it like in a tube. But this is the shade number 3. It has like this pretty orange shade, so I use it to block my eyebrows. Obviously Benefit is not cruelty free, but I've had this for a long time. I use it around this time of year. I'm just gonna prime my face real quick. I'm just gonna, oh shit. So I'm just gonna put my brush in here, and then I'm just gonna carefully go over my eyebrows. I would prefer to use a sponge for something like this, but I can't really get my sponge in a small pot, so self-love is important. Self-love. Alright, so I'm just taking my sponge and blending it in. I think I'm gonna add another layer, probably just one more. And now I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. I'm just gonna do Fancy Ease Drops and Auric Glow Lust. And I'm still gonna use my sponge for this because you're gonna also put the foundation over your eyebrows so that it completely matches. So you don't want the brush to be like, it looks so cute. Like, I have literally never been rejected in my entire life. Like, alright, so the last step for blocking my eyebrows is to just put more powder over them. You see how like there's like this piece of my eyebrow where you could kind of see it a little bit? It is bothering me, but I'm just gonna let it slide. So if you have something like that, it's better than like the other things that could go wrong, and like the color just completely being there. And you can mask it by drawing your eyebrows following the shape that your real eyebrows are in, so that it kind of masks any mistakes, and so that it also looks more natural with your face and like how your eyebrows really are. And if you draw them asymmetrical, it's literally fine because our faces are asymmetrical. Our eyebrows, our eyes are not the same size. Look at your eyes. They do not match. And how this side of my face is wider than this side. Like, our faces are not symmetrical, so it's okay. I'm just gonna draw my eyebrows on now so that I can get my vision. I'm gonna go in with the Melt Vita palette. I did this unironically. And I'm gonna use the shades Atole and Chocolate. I'm gonna start off with Atole, sketching like the shapes, seeing if I get them how I like them. And then I'm gonna use Chocolate. Chocolate is basically the color of my eyebrows. It's good to use eyeshadows to sketch out what you want because it's pretty forgiving. It's easier to get rid of. I really just want that, like, you see like that, how like your eyebrow curls up when you make a sad face. That's pretty much what I want. Right now I'm going to go in with Chocolate here, and I'm just going to make it darker. This is another thing that you could alter. You could use a different color. I'm just going with my natural eyebrow colors, but you could use any color. Just take an eyeshadow in your collection that mimics like any natural hair color, or you could just make it your own. I don't want these eyebrows to look too Tim Burton-y, so I'm just gonna make them a little thicker. Yeah, this is literally like the color of my eyebrows. Tim Burton movies are cool and all, but I wish he would cast actors of color. Like, I feel like that idea is so absurd to him, and it's kind of like... So I tried to get translucent powder and put it on the sides here to clean up any mistakes. It works. Because like I am so nitpicky about the curves that my eyebrows are doing, so I've just been like messing with it in case you notice that it looks different. But I think I look sad, so I think, yeah, I'm looking in this mirror right here. I like it. These might still look a little Tim Burton-y, but I like thin eyebrows. I like drawing thin eyebrows. So I was looking at pictures of actual like porcelain dolls, and they really don't have much eye makeup. There might be some brown in there, like just a shadow really, but you know, they're really not known for like their eye makeup. Again, you could create a whole look, you could make this whatever, but I think I'm just gonna follow that. Also, it's up to you if you want to do the eyeshadow first and then the eyebrows. You could totally do that. I just wanted to do the eyebrows first to get it over with, to like make sure that I like them before I go on. So to mimic that look of the like just very natural shadow, I'm just going to use this eyeshadow palette from Holika, the Milky shadow palette. I'm just going to start off with this shade. I think I'm just going to put it like in my crease and probably on my lid as well. And to help more with the sad look, I'm going to focus a lot of it on here, like up to here, and then kind of have it go down. That gives more of a sad look. Alright, so the angle might be a little different because I stopped recording and then I'm back now, so hello. I went in with this shade and just ran it all over my eye, and now I'm just gonna go in with this shade and I'm gonna do that same shape, just going downwards. I'm also bringing the shadow down here just to like further create that sort of illusion, and then I'm also kind of doing this, making it go like this way. I think I will add a shimmer just for the sake of it, even though porcelain dolls don't really have shimmer. It's fine, who cares? I'm using Pixie Epoxy. It just helps for the shimmers to pop out more. Well, I should probably say this is Farinay Pixie Epoxy. The brand is called Farinay. And I'm just gonna go in with this shimmer and I'm gonna use my finger because I always use my finger. Yeah, I think that kind of gives the effect that I want it to, of just like sort of there. Yeah, pretty much just sort of there. So I'm going to move on to my face now. This part was inspired by Heather Morehouse, her doll look, which is incredible, phenomenal. I'm gagging. She made it look like her doll was growing mold, so I wanted to do the same. I'm taking my ASBT Classical Paradise palette and I'm gonna use the shade Golden Apple. It's a pukey green, and I'm just gonna put it in the hollows of my face. I'm gonna take a blank brush and just sort of blend it out. You know, before I go on, I'm gonna put blush on. Again, looking at pictures of dolls, I noticed that their blush is actually placed kind of low, like here, I guess, to make their cheeks a little more round. I'll try that out. I usually put my blush up here, but we're going to a different hood. We're going on the outskirts of town. I'm using this blush from Illamasqua. It's in the shade Excite. These are some of the most pigmented fucking blushes I own. And I'm just gonna go in a circular motion, tapping. This might be hidden anyway because I am gonna wear a wig, but I'm gonna put some more Golden Apple onto my head. onto the hairline. That's the word. You know, I'm actually gonna use my bronzer brush because this brush is perfect. Because I don't really want this to just look like stripes of green. I want it to look like it's, you know, meant to be here. I'm an old doll. Hey Siri, play doll parts by Hole. I'm just gonna put this along here, have it connect to here, and then I'm just using the edge of my brush to blend this out. Alright, well, after blending this as much as I could, I think it looks okay, but it'll probably be covered by my wig anyway. I'm gonna go in with a nude pencil in my waterline. This is BCC from Milk. So I added that in. I just wanted my eyes to look bigger for a doll. It's pretty rare that I use black anyway. Like, it's pretty rare that I make my eyes look smaller. So for this look, I'm gonna use top and bottom lashes. I put on a little bit of mascara, and now for my top lashes, I'm gonna use these ones from Lunar Beauty. They're in the style Nova. Just feel like for a doll, they may not have makeup on their eyes, but they certainly have lashes. I guess I could just put highlighter on while my lash glue is drying. I'm just gonna use Nabla Ozone because they really don't have much highlight going on. Just something to add a little bit of a sheen. Why does this brush smell weird? Like I put it on my nose and I was like, what the fuck? For my bottom lashes, I'm gonna use these from Fire Vixen. They're in the style Live. I've never used bottom lashes before and they look kind of hard to glue on. I'm gonna try to, oh no, I don't like this already. So what you guys don't know is how long I've been here putting these fucking bottom lashes on. So I'm kind of ready to finish this. Okay, so I changed my shirt. I got into this more kind of Victorian-esque shirt. I got this off of Depop. I will link the seller down below. She might have similar things like this on her shop because she kind of dresses like this normally. So yes, and she's a Chicago native. Her name is Iridescence on Instagram, but it's like IRID and then Essence. And this wig I got from Etsy from a shop called Her Wig Closet. And I put it in pigtails to make it look a little more like a doll because I feel like when it was just down, it didn't look much like a doll to me. It was actually Danny suggesting to put it in pigtails, so I did put lipstick on. I used M Cosmetics Morning Mocha. A common trend I did see also actual dolls is their blush matched their lips a lot. I mean, obviously this doesn't match, but that's something that you could do, especially if you're gonna use a cream blush. Like cream blushes are usually also advertised as like a lipsticks, so yeah. This is my costume. Yeah, I've never put on a wig before, so excuse me. And I have thick ass hair, so it was a lot. And now my lash is sticking to my, oh god. Yeah, I'm ready to go. But this is my look of looking like a sad doll. The mold part, you can kind of see it like when I turn my head, but if you want to like not do that step, you can, since it's kind of hidden, especially on my head is completely hidden. I hope you learned something, whether it's about like blocking eyebrows, drawing new eyebrows, going to a bit of a reference photo for whatever it is that you are going to be. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what you're going to be for Halloween. Let me know what you're excited to do this month. I personally want to go to the pumpkin patch and just watch a bunch of Disney Channel Halloween episodes. I love those so much in the Halloween movies. And I also want to start watching Squid Games. I feel like that's pretty appropriate for Halloween. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you've been a lovely audience, and I'll talk to you later.